Hey guys, welcome back. Now, today I present to you the Metro built in Minecraft. Metro is probably one of my favorite chapters from Piggy, except it was difficult to do in Minecraft, especially this green area here, because Minecraft has two shades of green practically, green and dark green. So I actually couldn't find any proper colour to work with for this. So I just had to replace most of the green with grey. Hopefully you guys don't mind that. I'd say the map still looks good even with that. And it's also fully playable. There's no space that you should be able to go through, but you can't, except the crawl spaces. And they're an obvious exception. Now, few things to say before we get started in this video, as usual. This time round, I'll just say at the start and end of the tutorial this time round. Be sure to follow me on Twitter if you want to stay updated in where I am in my life and also progress on these builds and other videos. Next thing I'm gonna say, I'm now monetized, meaning that I can make money off of these videos. And that's actually going to be really helpful, so I can't say enough thank yous about that. Final thing I'm going to say before we just get started on the tutorial is, you might know that my latest video, of course, before posting this one, was Zizzy. I sung Zizzy's theme, and I've got completely mixed opinions about that video. So I'm considering, should I delete it? Or should I keep it there? Because, some people actually enjoyed it, but I think it's the majority, myself included, that wasn't exactly a fan. So, if you guys want me to keep that video up, or want me to delete it, just say. If I get enough followers on Twitter to the point where most of you will be able to see my Twitter posts, then I'll make a poll on there. And then we'll go from there. But with all of those words out of the way, let's get started in the Metro tutorial, why don't we? Right, as with every tutorial, first thing we're going to want to do is find a relatively large space. Metro shouldn't take up too much space compared to some of the other maps. And here's the thing, Metro canonically is actually taking place underneath Hospital. So if you wanna one sec, I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna try get this out and not sneeze. If you wanna make Hospital and Metro connect, you might have a lot of digging to do, but yeah, Metro is canonically underneath Hospital. I'm not gonna build Metro underground just to save time on the tutorial. I mean, you'll have digging to do anyways because there are just basement parts of Metro in general. Now, to actually begin, we're going to build, of course, the starting area of the map first. And that is 7 blocks wide and 14 blocks back. So we're going to take out some stripped oak wood and spruce planks, no, grey concrete to begin with for the floor. And we're going to count 7 blocks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of stripped oak, and the 7th is going to be grey concrete, so like that. Now we're going to go 13 in either direction with stripped oak wood, and that'll give us 14 blocks wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And if we connect that up, that should give us the space we need to make this starting area of Metro. Now we just have to fill all of that in with stripped oak, like this. So that's all stripped oak wood. Now we're gonna get started on the walls. So we're gonna start with this wall on this side. So the walling pattern is gonna be brown terracotta on the first block, and then 2 blocks up with light grey terracotta. But we're only going to do it on these first 2 blocks, like this, on this side. Then we're going to take some spruce planks and build them up like this. Then we're going to go 2 along on the top and bottom rows like that. grey concrete on top of here. We're going to need to get some stripped spruce wood just to place a door here. This is where the door's going to go into the transit office, and the flooring in there is stripped spruce wood instead. And then all of this could either be, I think it might be light grey concrete and brown terracotta. Let's just leave that as light grey concrete because it's like that in the screenshots. Now, let's take some bedrock and place bedrock in that gap there. And if you want, you could take, I'd recommend a spruce sign. So let's get 2 spruce signs like this. And on top of both bedrocks, the first one we're going to put transit, and the second we're going to put office. Just like that. Now, this side here, we're going to take our brown terracotta, and these first 3 blocks we're going to fill in. I think we might need light grey terracotta for this floor here, so we're going to place some of that there for now. I'll remove it if we don't need that, but I'm pretty sure we need that. Going to place a door there after these 3 blocks, like that. Then we're going to expand like this, and I think this wall just expands except for these 3 blocks. So let's leave those 3 end blocks out. So that's 1, 2, 3 like that. Those 3 we're going to leave out because there's going to be more of the place extending back there. Now this wall's nice and simple. We can just fill it completely like this. So just like that. So that's the base of this area done right now. But we've got to build first of all a train here, and there's going to be a little bit more of the room going that way, and we have some decorations to place. Let me just okay, so that's gonna be a 3x3 in that corner there, so that's easy. We're just gonna go backwards 1 layer, 2 layer, 3 layers, just like that. And then we're gonna wrap this wall pattern around except for this block. And I forget what we need here. It might be light grey terracotta again. I'm gonna say it is just for now. And we're just gonna put a door there. And then just carry all of the walls upwards like that. Oh, and we need a block on top of the door. Yeah, we'll do the roof once we've placed in some of the decorations here, just so it doesn't get too dark. So first thing we're going to do is place in some pillars. Now the first pillar is let's line ourselves up with the door, and then go to the right of it. So we're talking about this door, by the way. Going to go to the right of it 1, and then 2, and then we're in line to place a pillar on the second block. And it's going on the stripped oak wood just before this grey terracotta here. I mean grey concrete, that is. And the pillar's just going to be a single block of the wall pattern like that. Now the next pillar, it's in line with the very end of this part of the wall here. And same place, just in front of the grey concrete. Looking like that. Now, let's take some dark oak stairs. Where are dark oak stairs at? Here. We're also going to need some barrel, and a cauldron and iron trapdoor. So I'll also grab them real quick. Cauldron, iron trapdoor. So first thing we're going to do is place our barrel, and that's going just from the door 1 block gap, and then the barrel is going here, like that. Then there's going to be 4 blocks of dark oak stair, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can have the sides face inwards like this, make it look more like a seat like that. And then this final block here, we're going to put a cauldron with an iron trapdoor above it to be like a trash can. Next, I'm going to take some brown banners, And there's a few of these lying around the entire build. I'm not sure exactly what they are, but there's things that look basically exactly like brown banners all around Metro. So pay attention to where these are getting placed. They're all going on top of the couch, but one here, not on this block, but on there too. So like that. Now I'm gonna get some spruce stairs and slabs, and then this might be the last thing before we build the train. But we're gonna basically, yeah, we're gonna line ourselves up to be here, so that's right by everything we just placed, a block forwards, and we're gonna place a spruce stair face like that. Then I'm gonna place 2 spruce slabs and another spruce stair, and that just makes a table 4 blocks long, like that. Now the train. This train is going to be 10 blocks long, and it's going to start from the transit office. So this is 1. Let's make 9 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it should line you up to just before this pillar. And that's as many as we're going to need. Now we're going to leave this here. We're going to place some smooth stone in line with that wall. And then go, let's just take the entire top layer and fill it in like this. Then pay attention to where the windows are getting put. We're going to leave this corner there, place smooth stone there, leave a gap, smooth stone, leave a gap, smooth stone, leave a gap, smooth stone, leave a gap, smooth stone. And just by this window, these end 3 blocks, there's going to be those 3, and then we're going to punch that out too, because that's where the door to enter the train is going to go. And we're going to just place the door facing inwards like that. Right, so that's one side of the train. I'm going to grab some white stained glass paint as well. That's what we're going to fill the windows in with. Just like that. And it might be grey concrete down here. I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is. Oh boy, there goes my catchphrase again. Now, let's take some polished andesite slabs, because we're going to build this face of the train now with the part of the train you have to use a wrench on. So we're going to go and make a diagonal like this. It's going to be 3 blocks long out of just all andesite. Then we're going to place polished andesite slab in that corner, polished andesite slab in front of all those blocks, polished andesite slab there, and that's going to be a corner to the other side of the train. So we're just going to do the exact same thing we did on that side, but on this side. So we're going to place the windows where they are on the other side, just following along the pattern, and it all will line up like that. You can make this train like more than just the one cabin. I'm pretty sure this is the back of the train. So if you wanted like a bigger train, you could just like kind of like copy all these cabins and make more of them going that way along, I guess. And like if you go through enough of them, then you can like go back above ground and enter Carnival. Anyways, let's fill all of these in with white stained glass paint, except this one in line with the door. In line with the door, we're going to have another door, but I just represented that with 2 iron blocks like that. And that's going to get us our, that's going to get us our other door. Now, I'm pretty sure the roof of the train is just andesite, so let's go ahead and real quick just put andesite all over here. Don't place andesite here. In fact, here, I'll show you before I forget. Someone left a comment to try smokers to represent the wrench panels. So that's what that'll look like if you want to use a smoker to represent the wrench panels that you have to use things on. I say that does look pretty accurate, so I'm going to keep it there. And just show you, that's directly in the middle of this. Just put a smoker, or whatever you're going to use. That should give you a relatively nice looking representation of what you need to use the wrench on. And now that's the whole train filled in with the roof looking like that. So I'm gonna go inside the train now, and let's fill in what's inside the train, which isn't much, just some seats. Those seats are going to be polished diorite, and they're just going to go all along, beginning from the door, just like that, and ending just before this end block. And if you wanted, you could place some. You could place some. I don't know why I'm being stupid. Place some lanterns. I'm gonna grab lanterns in a second. I'm also gonna just fill that in so you can't see the back of the smoker. And yeah, that just makes it look nicer if you fill in that side. So I'm just gonna put a lantern there like that, and another one here, just one block away from these edges. And that lights the train up relatively nicely. Now as for this place, before we move on to the transit office, we're just going to fill in the roof. It's the same as the floor, just stripped oak wood. So that's what I'm just going to go and do right now. Stripped oak wood all along. In fact, I absolutely should cut this out of the video, shouldn't I? I'm pretty sure in front of the train it's not actually going to fill the roof pattern in like that. In front of the train the roof's going to go one block higher and it'll be grey concrete. So I'll show you that real quick. Yeah, in front of the train it's going to be looking more like that. But everywhere else is just the stripped oak wood. So I'll get back to you once that's done. Right, so that's the roof. It's still relatively bright in here, and that's because I forgot to fill in this area here. So let me just real quick show you guys how to do that. We're going to take this first layer is going to be grey concrete, but what we're actually essentially doing is recreating the wall pattern on this side. So that's the brown terracotta, the light grey concrete, just grey concrete on that first block, and the floor will be grey concrete as well when we get to that in a second. Just let me fill all this in. Right, and we're also going to want to take it one block higher, just so that the roof here will be, so that there's not like a gap between the wall and the roof. And we're going to extend this way just as much as you like, really. So I'm going to take it back 5 blocks. So let me grab some black concrete. No, I did say grey concrete for the floor. And the floor layer is going to be the layer that I've got my grass on here. So that's just underneath, one block down from your actual floor, basically. I'm also going to need to fill in some of this. That's going to be different. I'll leave that for the tutorial, because otherwise that's just wasting time for you guys. So let me just show you guys how far I'm going to expand. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can expand it as far back as you like. You could even make it expand a long way and then lead somewhere else. That is something that you could do as well. I'm just gonna leave it like this, and then we're gonna expand the walls across it. Except this end here, just to make it look less like the wall ends there and that it goes further on, we're gonna make this wall black concrete. And that should create a small illusion that the wall doesn't stop there. Especially when you make this place darker, it'll look more like that. So let me fill in these walls. Oh, and just to let you know, the roof of the train area is grey concrete, and it's 1 block higher like this. Right, just placed some polished andesite there so that you couldn't see the grass, because that was difficult to fill in. But yeah, you can see the train just kind of expands a little further back there. Now we're gonna take some stone slabs and spruce slabs and what we're going to do is expand from the train, stone slabs going all across. Oh, you might not be able to see. You might not be able to see. Let me, Now I'll put a lantern. No point getting a night vision potion. I'm just going to put a lantern. That's temporary. You could put a lantern here if you want. I'm not going to. But what I'm doing is just either side of the train, just expanding stone slabs all the way that way. And then every one block, there's going to be spruce slabs to make it like train tracks. You can make train tracks however you feel like. Oh, wait. To add a bit more depth, I didn't actually use spruce slabs. My mistake. I used spruce trapdoors. Because then there's like more depth to tracks rather than it all being on the same layer. I also recommend making the trapdoors go this way so that the grey parts connect to each other. And that's the train tracks. I'm going to delete that lantern now. And then we're going to place some lanterns here, then we'll get on to the transit office. So, let me, real quick. The lanterns here won't be difficult. I think they just like go from the pillars. So one block in front of this pillar, there's going to be a lantern in the relative middle of the wall. And one block behind this pillar, like that. Now for the transit office in here. Now the transit office is going to be a 4x4 space. And the flooring, as I briefly mentioned earlier, is stripped spruce wood. So we're going to just count 4 this way, starting off. So 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Then we're going to wrap around this wall, 1, 2, 3. So then we'll connect that up. That makes a 4x4 space, just covering this area where the walling is different. And the walling is different in the transit office as well. We're going to need, is that green concrete or lime concrete? I think I've used lime concrete there. Whatever I did, the first layer is light grey as usual. No. What I'm trying to say is important. What is important is that the first and top, the top and bottom are light grey, the middle is green, which I actually think is something more like lime terracotta. I don't know. Specifying might have been a wise idea. It might actually be green concrete. Yeah, green concrete. Go with that. Just go around this places walling with green concrete. And the roof is still stripped oak wood. So let's do all of that real quick. Alright, filled in the walls and the roof. We're just going to place a lantern on that block that I just destroyed. So it'll be in line with this first bedrock. And it'll be in the middle block closest to that wall. Now, let's grab some spruce slabs and stairs. Because we're going to make another table. 3 blocks wide, just across this wall right by the door. Nice and easy. And then there's only 2 more things we got to do in here, so let's just kind of race through that. Dead simple, these rooms. There's 3 of them. Polished andesite's going in this corner, and next to it a barrel. So that's like filing cabinets and that. So that's a transit office completed now. So let's move into the door closest to it, and we'll start this hallway off. Let me just throw some of that away for now. So, hallway number 1, 3 blocks wide, 7 blocks back. So let me grab my light grey terracotta I'm using as a floor. Expand 1 block out from the door, that makes it 3 blocks wide as you can clearly see. And 7 back, so this layer is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we're just going to fill that in. The walls are slightly different, so all we're doing in this walling is instead of using brown terracotta, instead of using brown terracotta, we're using smooth stone here. So leave out this there because there's another door going there. I think there's stripped oak wood going there because that's where the flooring is like that. We're going to leave 2 blocks on this wall as well and destroy the middle 3 because there's going to be a stairway further underground going there. And in line with those 3 blocks we just destroyed, on the other side we're placing a 3 wide table. Now let's bring up the walls, and the roof is also the same, stripped oak wood. Okay, so that's that hall nice and quickly done. Let's just place a lantern anywhere you feel. You could have 1, you could have 2 in the corners. I think I went with yeah, I did. 1 lantern I put. We'll worry about the stairs at the end. The underground will be the last thing we do. For now, let's just put a dark oak door. Actually, it's going to go inwards, so we're placing light grey terracotta here. Sorry. And going inwards, facing... Yeah, that's right, yeah. So this is the hallway number 1. We're going to go through this door, and that'll take us to another hallway. So those portions are going to be 5 wide by 8 back to begin with. So that's going to be here. I'm pretty sure there's going to go 3 blocks that way. So from the door, that's to the left. So 1, 2, 3. And that's 4 of the 8, isn't it? Yeah, 8. So there's going to be another 4 going the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should do it. And 5 wide, so that's just expanding 4 blocks towards here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's correct. We're going to connect that all up. But that's not all of this hallway, though. There's more to this hallway. But we'll worry about that in a second. Let me just... we're going to use some lime terracotta here on the walling rather than smooth stone or brown terracotta. And that's going to be... just place smooth stone there. You won't be able to see that very well anyways, because that's where we're putting a table. That can be smooth stone, the rest's lime terracotta. And we're going to basically expand those 2 blocks there. Those 2 blocks are going to be a wall. These 3 are going to expand 3 more blocks back. So 1, 2, 3 to create a 3 by 3 space, looking like that. Then we're gonna border that with this wall, but not this back part. That because more stairs are going there, so we can leave that back part. This entire wall, for the most part, there's a door and a crawl space going in, can be filled in. So that's gonna be like that. And let me just... The door is in line with this door, so just come through this door, walk through, go to this wall, punch that out. There's going to be a dark oak door going there, so let me grab a hold of that. Perfect. We're going to go 2 blocks to the left of this door, and on the 3rd one here, punch, that's where this crawl space is going. Now, looking on this way, let me do that real quick. We're gonna hold it. Right, I take it back. I've made a small mistake. I do mean small. Hopefully you don't mind this much. We're actually gonna like expand the wall like this, which is gonna be the first thing that we do. So that this side is stone, this side is lime. Hopefully you guys see what I just did there. So what that means we're gonna do is we're gonna take everything we've just done and expand it this way. So expand it backwards by another 1 block. I'll do that. I'll probably do the rest of this off camera real quick. See you guys in a sec. Right, I am sorry about that. Hopefully that's my mistake of the video over and done with there. So after we've done these 4 blocks on this side, we're then gonna go diagonally either side like this, backwards another block, and let's fill in the flooring for that. So we've got a 3 by 2 space there, and then there's gonna be another door and some walling there, but instead of lime terracotta here, we're using orange concrete. That might look a bit off. If you don't like it, then you can like use lime terracotta, but 2 rooms of different wall patterns collide here. So I chose to prioritize the orange concrete. That's all that is. Now, we're going to fill in this roof, once again, out of stripped oak wood. But let me show you real quick. On top of these little corner areas we've just made, so this 3x3 where there's going to be stairs, and this bar here with the orange concrete, in those areas, they're going to be lime terracotta with the roof. The rest is just your usual stripped oak wood. So I'm going to see you guys once this place is filled in. Alright, now let's go and place just some lanterns looking like that. So in the very middle of this part and over there on the first block of lime in the middle. You could place another lantern here. I'm pretty sure those are the only 2 lanterns I had. So I'll leave it like that. Now our spruce stairs, we're going to make another table and that's just going here. As I briefly mentioned earlier, just table there. We're going to re-grab our brown banners. And on this side of the door, 1 banner, 1 gap, 1 banner. And that might do it for this hallway. Looks like, yeah, those are the only decorations here. So let's proceed forward, just forward into here. Don't know if you guys can see that Steam alert. If you can, I apologise. Vending machine area, I've called this room. Oh no, there's a knock on the door. There might be a bit of noise on my part. I'm going to have to cut this out real quick. Sorry, just, I have a lot of dogs. They create a lot of noise. So I just had to, like, stop for a little so that you guys didn't have to hear that. You probably still can, not gonna lie. Anyways, this area is 11 wide and 13 back. 11 wide, 13 back. Which side? I'm pretty sure by 13 back I mean going this way is 13. So we're gonna, from this crawl space we made, leave 1 block. This is where the wall is beginning. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. But it's not going to stay like that. We're going to need orange concrete again. So let me grab that. The end 4 blocks are actually going to be orange concrete. So destroy these 4, replace them with orange concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And then 11 blocks wide. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So just expand these 2 1 block forward, and that'll make 11. Looks like it's the 4 and the 3 this time round. So for this wall, there's going to be 3 blocks of orange concrete, like that. Now we're going to take some polished black stone stairs, unless you don't have them, in which case andesite or some other type of stone could work. This is just for like a garage door looking area. Pretty sure this place isn't a garage, but it does have a garage door. Well, a traditional garage door that whatever. This is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with upside down black stone stairs, like that. And the rest of this place is going to be lime terracotta. So 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks like that. And then if we go over here, then we can connect the place up. Don't know if this is exactly correct. That we might have to extend 1 block further than I mentioned. We might have to. Let me just do some quick counting. Okay, I think we might have to extend this wall 1 block further. That's what I think's happened. I think this is 12 blocks long instead. We'll see if that breaks anything later on, but I'm certain that's what happened. Anyways, now we should be able to connect those 2 without issue. Let me just real quick. I don't think that's gonna be a problem. I'm just gonna, yeah, but we're gonna leave those free. So to be specific, we're leaving out the free. Let me just get back into where my screenshot should be. Yeah, we're leaving out there's going to be this corner here like that. Then these three are being left out. And we're going to expand these ones 2 blocks backwards. That makes a 3 by 3. Going to go diagonal like this. There's a door going there. This whole place is going to be filled in with stripped oak wood. Every bit of like I'm terrible at speaking for some reason. Light grey concrete is going across this entire place, except the polished black stone stairs. They're getting more polished black stone stairs put on them. Also put some stripped oak wood underneath them and on top of them as well, just in case, because the roof is also still stripped oak wood. So we're just going to completely fill in this room, the floor, walls and roof all filled in, because we know what we're doing. So I'll just do that quick. Okay, actually I think I know what the problem is. I think I was counting the wrong sides. Oh goodness. So what we're actually going to do here is count this to be 11 blocks wrong rather than 13. So this wall's getting taken a bit further. So let's count 11 across this wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this second orange block marks the end of where the wall actually should be. I'm going to leave this here, I might delete off camera, I might not, but it doesn't really matter. All we're doing is moving, looks like 2 blocks forwards, yeah, that would make sense. We're moving everything we've done. Well, not necessarily everything. We don't have much that we actually do need to move desperately. This is going to start to look messy, but it's fine. We haven't screwed anything up too majorly, because I realised that before we'd gone and placed anything. But yeah, we are actually making this side 11 blocks long, and this side, it's actually 12 blocks long, but I counted 13. I'm pretty sure it is 12 blocks long though. Anyways, I'll get back to doing this off camera right now, so that the tutorial doesn't get necessarily long. Right, so now I'm done. I'm pretty sure I shouldn't run into too many issues. I'm just going to place a few temporary lanterns. You can place lanterns wherever you like, as usual. I'll put one there. I'm pretty sure there actually is one there. Put one there. First thing we should do, there's some pillars in this room. So I'm going to scout out where those pillars go exactly. First one, we're going to come to this lime terracotta. I always get those mixed up, but yeah, just before the orange concrete, this one. And we're going to count inwards in the room. 1, 2, third block, lime terracotta, light grey concrete. Going up like that. Next one, right, there's only 2, so that makes things easier. 4 block, there's a 4 block space, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this one. And we're gonna kind of like surround those with lanterns. I'll put one there. That's what I did, I think I put some there too, I don't know. Like I said, just put lanterns wherever you want it. It just makes it less unnecessarily complicated. This very corner, right by the crawl space. No, wait, no, not right by the crawl space, but this wall is going to be 2 blocks like that. And then this third one, there's going to be 3 wide table. So 2 blocks like that, not directly by the crawl space. You want to know what is directly by the crawl space? We're going to take a barrel, and right here by the crawl space, we're going to place it. Our brown banners, we're going to need to re-grab them too. Metro uses most of the same decorations, so you can expect us to be grabbing these a lot. Then we're going to place one on this edge of the table, and then another one next to it going off the table. I think this lantern, there is one, but it's 1 block further back, like that. Either that, or it's in line with that lantern. I'll put it in line with the other lantern. That looks right. Now I'm gonna make the vending machine next. I think I'm gonna choose to do that. So we're gonna need 3 things terracotta, blue stained glass, and quartz slab. Smooth quartz slab I recommend. Well, both work, I just prefer smooth. So these two blocks on this side, the same side we place the table. This first block here is going to be 2 blocks of blue stained glass, next to it 2 blocks of terracotta, and on top of it 2 smooth quartz slabs. If you want, you could decorate it a bit with, like, say, I actually didn't do this in the screenshots for some reason, but like you could place, say, some buttons, an item frame. You could put whatever you want on that vending machine. In this corner here, we're gonna place a cauldron, an iron trapdoor. This is gonna be another trash can, and there's gonna be a bag of trash next to it, a bin bag. Directly in front of it, we're gonna use black wool to represent that, unless you have a better idea of how to represent a bin bag with a single block. Next, we're gonna take some dark oak stairs, and we're gonna make like a big seating area with them. So we're gonna extend one block after this pillar ends. So these 2 blocks here, as you can see, that's like a block after these pillars, and like the 2 ones in the center like that. I'm gonna place one stair facing like that, another facing this way, and they're gonna extend. It looks like 3 blocks in front of the entrance. Yeah, 3 blocks in front of the entrance. So 1, 2, 3. That's where we're stopping when we have a 3 block space here. So just like that. We're gonna take another barrel and we're gonna place it off of this stair. So that is this one. And off of this pillar we're gonna place another black wool to be another bin bag. I think that's more dark oak stairs over there, so let me re-grab them. And just except for the blocks at the very edge, that's all going to be dark oak stairs there. I think there's one more thing in here. Like, I think that's the last thing, and it's going to be a spruce table again. Yeah, and that's gonna. Alright, that would make sense, yeah. This isn't 12 long, this is 13 long. So, that does mean I miscounted this as 4 rather than 5, which it actually is. So let's grab back our walling, and for the second time we're going to make an adjustment to this room. This time what we're doing is moving things 1 block further this way. So, again, I'm sorry that I make a lot of mistakes while I do these tutorials. Like, I do try my hardest for you guys. It's just I just have difficulty thinking a lot of the time because I'm not very smart. So I end up making mistakes like this. But yeah, it's fine. It's again not that big a mistake. It could be disastrous like Forest was, hey. But hey, I did fix Forest for you guys. I did eventually get around to fixing it, and it's actually possible to build now. So don't worry about that. But Forest is all good now. I'm glad that I was able to do that as well, because originally I felt like it was a lost cause. But I did push through. And yeah, just gotta fill in the rest of this where there's missing roof, like that. Yeah, it is 13 blocks this way and 11 blocks that way. So in other words, the complete opposite of what I counted. Oh boy. The door goes on the other way. Oh wait, it goes in inwards, doesn't it? So let me get it to face like, that's correct. Let me just get in. Yeah, that's correct. So yeah. Now we can place the table properly, because it's 3 blocks wide as usual, and it's just going in the center of that space like that. And that should be this place actually properly proportioned now. Sorry about all of the errors. Hopefully it wasn't too repetitive and difficult to deal with. But that is this room. completed. Now let's move on to here, and from this point onwards I shouldn't be making any more errors. I shouldn't be. Anyway, this hallway is 3 blocks wide and 13 blocks back. So, 3 block wide hallway like this. 13 back, so out of lime terracotta we're gonna go. It is lime, like, no, it's brown now. So let's re-grab our brown terracotta, and wherever it's lime, we're gonna do brown instead. So, here, brown, that's 1. 13, like I said, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And here too. 1, 2, 3, is it here too, actually? Actually, I don't think it is. I think these 3 blocks are left out on that side because the hallway continues that way along. But yeah, the rest of that's fine. So let's before we fill in this space, we do have something to do on this side. So let me get a good look. 5 blocks inwards, so count in on this side of the wall, so that's on the left side when you enter through the door. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on the 6th block, we're going to break out the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th, like that. Then we're going to grab some spruce planks. We're going to build 1 there, actually 3 there, and the bottom one is going to expand 2 blocks along like that. I'm going to put some stripped oak wood there because there's going to be a door going there. In fact, I'll put that in now. Just kind of plop it in. It doesn't matter which way it's facing, but I think it's facing the other way in my screenshots. Let's grab some bedrock. Bedrock's going on top of those 2 spruce wood. Now let me make the door face the other way. Like that. Good. Then we're going to take some grey concrete for a single block, and that's going above the door. And then 2 blocks of light blue terracotta, and that's above the bedrock. And that's the only part where the wall or anything is different. So fill in the wall, floor, roof, exactly the same for the rest of this place. Oh, I am gonna build just a tiny bit of this wall, just as far as I've extended it there. And that hallway will extend forwards once we're done with this one. Wait, no, I'm not done yet. Okay, sorry about that. I forgot to fill in the roof before I started recording again. Oh boy. This is a perfect display of like how dumb I can get sometimes. I'm going to put a lantern in that corner, leave 3 blocks, put a lantern, and I'm also going to put a lantern just above the door like that. Just to light the place up. Now, for the decoration, there's... Ooh, that's going to be dark oak. Oh no. Oh no. Guys, remember when I said I was an idiot? Don't worry, it's still not a big issue. We're just moving this along 2 blocks because I had the wrong kind of thing in mind. So this here, we're actually moving it along by 2 blocks and replacing these 2 blocks here with the normal walling pattern. Sorry about that again. Goodness gracious me, when will I stop making dumb mistakes? Probably never. I won't lie. But yeah, hopefully you won't get confused with what this wall looked like while you're moving it along. But yeah, we do have to move it along. This might be the most mistakes I've made in a tutorial, it might not be. I honestly have no idea. I just don't know. This map was difficult to get the walling pattern for, but I never had much difficulty like actually making it. So I don't know what's going on with me right now. Anyway, now that that's done, we're going to take some dark oak stairs. So it actually should be here, so you'll indicate if you've got it in the right spot if there's 2 blocks here and then the door. Anyway, we're going to place 5 dark oak stairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like that. Brown banner on top of this one and that one. So it's looking like that, nice and even. A barrel 1 block with a 1 block space in between, like that. Then a cauldron and an iron trapdoor, like that, in between the barrel and the stairs. Then we're going to have a spruce shelving, and that's going to go directly in line with where this wall ends. Yeah. 3 blocks wide as usual. Next, we're going to, well actually, first of all, in line with this spruce table, we're going to place a brown banner on that wall. We'll focus on more of that later. But now we're going to do this room, and it's a 4x4 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, that is carrying it along this walling pattern rather than going along that way at all. So let me just get a look at what's inside of this room. This room's walling pattern takes the brown terracotta and replaces it with smooth stone again. So smooth stone on the bottom blocks, and then the top two are light grey terracotta, and the roof is the same. So let me do that real quick. Okay, now a lantern. Just put a lantern anywhere in this room really, as long as it looks nice, because it's a small space and it doesn't really matter exactly where it goes. But yeah, this is what the room will look like when you've filled in the walling and everything. So next we're going to take some polished andesite in, so we're in line with the door right now, and there's going to be a 2x2 of polished andesite going there, with a barrel in front of this one in the corner. Then there's going to be spruce table coming in right by the door, with a chair against the wall going into the table like that. And that's all that's in there. That's all that's in there. So that's that hallway and that side room complete. Now we're going to do the next part of the hall, which is 12 blocks going along. So that's... So this, to clarify, we're going from the wall. This is 1. These 3 don't count towards the 12, but this 4th one does. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That should do it. And that should line you up with this. I think that's what it's supposed to do. So let's just carry this along. Do some of the walling. Now there's gaps in the walling on both sides, so I'm just gonna like see where those gaps are. First of all, we're gonna leave a 3 block gap here. That's where there's gonna be a staircase, and then we're gonna continue along with the walling. So now we're gonna do 2 blocks like this, and then another 3. But we're going to leave this brown terracotta gap and place 2 like that. So there's a crawl space in the very middle of this part of the wall. And it's looking like that. Now as for the other side, don't know if I can exactly see where that is in terms of the wall. So it's might get difficult because I've not taken very good screenshots of this part. Oh no. Right. Okay, yeah, I do know where it is. So don't panic. We're gonna come to this end of the wall though to count from it. And we're gonna do 5 blocks, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that. And we're gonna carry up the walling just because. Then we're going to expand a block back, like that. We will leave, let me go back through my screenshots yet again. We'll leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 block gap. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh wait, that's perfect. So yeah, we're just going to expand that wall by 5, and we're going to leave this wall as it is right now. Gonna fill in some stripped oak wood like that. Then on this very back wall there, we're gonna leave 1 gap, brown terracotta, leave the 2 gap, brown terracotta, and expand them up. And that's gonna do it for this side for now as well. I'm just gonna do fill in some of that. Then I'll carry the roof along, and we'll do this room up. Right, and once the roof is done, we're gonna come to this area again. Let me clear my inventory a bit, but we are going to need most of this. Let's grab some granite walls, and these corners here are going to get built up all with granite walls. It's looking like that. Now for this in the middle, I didn't actually do this in the screenshot, but you could put an item frame here just to show that you need a key card. For this part, you could either use an end rod to make it look more accurate in shape, or smooth quartz slab and red nether brick at the bottom of the middle block like that. That'll make it so that you can't get through it, whether you're a butt trying to jump over it or crawl under it, you won't be able to. So that's pretty neat. Just because like there's a part, this part is completely blocked off unless you have the blue key card, and this is the part we're going to be working on actually once I've done the decorations in the rest of this hallway, which I think there's only one more that I have to place. So I'm gonna go through these screenshots and find it. Yeah, it's just some spruce stairs in the center of this part of the hall. Place 2 lanterns. One there. And that lines up, yeah. So spruce stairs in that part of the wall in the center. And then on the block in the center of the table, there's going to be a brown banner. Then a brown banner here too, right by where the granite wall begins. Now for this area here, I'll warn you right now, it's pretty large to the fact where it spots 2 floors, so it might take us a little while.